Welcome back to the Grand Slam channel. Got an early video for Sunday, October 5th, covering the full slate of NFL, MLB, Game 2, and then we got WNBA Game 2 as well of the finals. So it'll be a fun-filled day of sports. Let's get started with MLB. After an excited Game 1 games, we got Game 2. We only have two games on slate. We do have the Yankees and the Blue Jays, and we got the Mariners versus the Tigers. As far as pitcher strikeouts, as of now, what we have, Max Fried at 5. Not sure if he's going to get 5 against the Blue Jays. Needs 6 here. I mean, they rocked up Luis Gil pretty bad. Max Fried's going to go longer. I think he does a quality start. He goes 5-6 innings, but I think his strikeout numbers is not going to be there. He is going to get a lot of groundouts and pop-ups. But 6 strikeouts might just fade him in this one. Going against the rookie Trey Yusevich, making his 3rd start. Well, he only had 2 starts in the regular season. He had a heck of a start, I believe, in his final, at least in his rookie season. In the minors, he was the ace there. Only made 2 starts in the regular season. Real high on him, but 4.5. Probably going to stay away from that one too. Then we got Schoolball versus Luis Castillo. Should be another good game. Should go down to the wire. As far as strikeouts, I think I'm going to stay away from the strikeouts. I think Schoolball is the only one I like. And unfortunately, they don't have a 6.5 for him. It's still early in the morning. It's past midnight my time. So if you can get Schoolball at 6.5, take that instead. But we're going to head on over to hits allowed. And then we got a couple good props I like. Max Fried is one of them. He is at 3.5. I am taking that. Like I mentioned, he's going to go 5-6 innings. Trying to get the Yankees back to tie this up. But I think he is going to allow several hits, if not more than 4 or 5 hits. 6 last time in the regular season. Obviously, it's a playoffs, much different animal. 3.5. And then Schoolboy, I want to take his 3.5 just for the fact that he pitches deep into the game. They need him. Obviously, it was a long bullpen 11-inning affair in Game 1. So Schoolball might go the distance. He might go up to 7, maybe 8 innings. So at 3.5, it's definitely in play. He actually has a 2.5. So yeah, I'm definitely going to take a 2.5 for him. Yusevich, 2.5, same thing. Castillo might be in play at 2.5. So all the hits allowed are my favorite. Way more than the pitcher strikeouts. So I think that's the move for MLB. As far as pitching outs, Max Fried only went up. Pitcher fantasy score, I think Schoolball can get there at 43.5. But I'm gonna stick with the hits allowed, at least for this game. As far as hitters, we gotta go with Judge. I think it's 0.5 hits is definitely in play. I think you can get a hit off the rookie. So Judge. And then as far, we gotta go with Guerrero. I mean, he's a Yankee killer. Vladimir Guerrero is definitely in play. He's at a 1.5. These two are popular. I think it's gonna get bumped further. Definitely taking Guerrero at 0.5. They'll probably be removed by the time the games are about to start. But I'm going to go roll these. 2 top hitters. If you want to focus anyone on that Mariners and Tigers, I think you can go with Julio Rodriguez. And then as for the hitter side, for the Tigers, Kerry Carpenter's in play. I do like Javi Baez. I believe he went 0 for 4, but apparently they don't have any. I do Javier Baez. Fantasy score 3.5. I mean, a hit gets you 3 points. So we're looking for more than a hit. He went 0 for 4 in that first game, going against Luis Castillo. He's faced him before. Or you can head on over to Kirk. But I think Baez might have one of those games. He's doing it with the glove on defense. But Javier Baez could be in play. At 3.5, that's way too low. It's probably on the popular tab as well. Yep, he sure is at 3.5. Definitely in play if you want to take him. But let's head on over to WNBA. So mix and match between those props for MLB. WNBA Game 2 should be another good one. Game 1 was exciting. Went down to the wire. Might go again to the wire again. But I do think the Mercury pull off a win by a point or two. And first one, I'm going to start off. Alyssa Thomas. Everything's in play for her. I think I'm going to go straight with her points. If you want a free square, that 11.5 is it. I mentioned it in last video in game 1. She cashed that. She actually soared over that. She scored double that. She had 24 points, so she doubled that. Once again, she is going to be the player for Phoenix. So Alyssa Thomas, everything's in play for her. Field goals made. I like that prop. That's going to get bumped to 6.5. She had 11. 11, 9, 6, 9. I mean, I'm telling you. Big reason why Phoenix Mercury are there against the Aces. Alyssa Thomas. Fantasy scores in play as well. I believe she had over 50. And she had 60.7. So that's in play. Alyssa Thomas. As you can see, probably my player of the game once again. Then we're going to head on over to Chelsea Gray, who cashed for us. We took her fantasy score at 28. She's up to 28.5. I'm going to go right back to her at 28.5. I like that a lot. Points, she had 10 points. And she still managed to cash her fantasy score. I do think she goes over her points this time at 10.5. So if you want to target that. Her assists, 4.5. That's another free square I like. She had 16. I don't believe she had 16. This might be a typo. But she had way more than 5 assists. Chelsea Gray is in play. And then Jackie Young, she actually missed her mark. She had a bad shooting night. Last game out, her line is at 60 points. I think she bounces back. She only had 18 points. That's because it went down to the wire. 11.5. You got to target that once again. And then Sabali, I did mention Sabali in that first game. She cashed for us, 17.5. She had 25 points, so she's in play as well. Asia Wilson, we took a rebound. So that's the only thing she cashed for us. Her points was an under for that first game. They did double team her. So for Asia Wilson, points could possibly be an under. I think these props might be off. Let me check on these props. I think PrizePicks is... Give me a second to check on these stats for that game 1. I don't think she had 30 points. I think PrizePicks is trying to juice the lines. So a score of 89 to 86. Alright, we got PrizePicks being sneaky here. Check this out. 21 points. She had 21 points on October 3rd. Here we got PrizePicks. Have it at 30 points. Unbelievable. Do your research, guys. You got to do your research. This is an under if you want to take the under. But people are obviously going to take the over. Could possibly go over, but I just want to tell you, look. 30 points. She did not score 30 points. She scored 21 points on 7 for 16 shooting. Played 38 minutes. So beware of that. PrizePicks can trick you with these props. As far as rebounds, she only had 10 rebounds. I took her Gabi at 8.5. She cashed. And look at that. She had 60. No, she did not. She had 10 points. She had 10 rebounds. Do your research, fellas. PrizePicks can sneak up on you and take your coin. So let's head on over to NFL, where all you've been waiting for. Let's clear the board. So many props I like for NFL. Sunday. Some of them are in the popular tab, unfortunately. Baker Mayfield's one of them. Daniel Jones passing yards. I like that prop. I think the Colts are going to run over the Raiders. Jonathan Taylor going to have a good game. the Cowboys need to bounce back against the Jets here. I think Prescott could have a big game. And Mika Egbuka. Took him in first 2 weeks. Cash for me. I think I'll go with this Gobby, with one of his Gobbies. But as far as a popular tab, stay away from that. Obviously, any of them can cash. But let's clear the board real quick. Might be a receiver day for me. First one I'm going to go with is George Pickens. He is the #1 receiver I'm going to go with. Receiving yards, I do like his fantasy score at 15 too. Had some pretty big games. 134 yards against Green Bay. 68. Cash his fantasy score. Same amount of receptions. 5 and 5. His touchdown prop is a popular. Is a #1 prop. 127,000 people on it. I like his receiving yards. Gobby's in play. Any Gobbies for receiving yards. Next up, we're going to go with Daniel Jones. I believe I mentioned him already. I do think he's going to have a good game. Passing yards is in play. Next up, Garrett Wilson from the Jets. It's going to be a shootout with the Cowboys here. Going to go right back to Garrett Wilson. We took him 2 weeks ago, and he cashed for us. Matchup is prime time for against the Cowboys here. Should be a high-scoring game. Next up, we're going to go with this Josh Allen. Rushing yards. Ooh, it got bumped. It was at 28.5. It's all the way up to 30.5. Going against New England here. So I might take a Gobby here with the bump. Yeah, 14.5. That is solid. I believe Bucky Irving's out for the Buccaneers. So I think White is in play. Still waiting on the news on that. Obviously, it's the night. It's still early. So we're still waiting news on Bucky. I think he is out. So we're going to go with White. Receiving yards, he's definitely going to be in play for the Buccaneers. So rushing or receiving could be in play. Might go with the Gobby just to play it safe. So he has a 44.5. I think he soars over that. And then one more, and we're going to go with the Charger. And that is Quentin Johnston. You can go with Quentin Johnston, Ladd McConkey, or Omarion. I think it's Quentin Johnston's day, especially against the Commanders. Been red hot since the season started. He's been the go-to guy for Justin Herbert. I don't think it changes here. The Chargers bounces back from last week's loss. Actually, a surprising loss. And they bounce back here. Quentin Johnston's definitely in play. Could possibly be... I think with him and Pickens are probably my 2 favorite plays for Sunday football. Receptions there. Fantasy scores in play, 13.5. He's cashed every single game of the season. Matchup is there for them to bounce back. Against the Commanders, this should definitely be on your slip. Quentin Johnston. So mix and match. Pick your favorite. Gave you plenty of props from the 3 sports. See, there's a couple locks that I do like. Alyssa Thomas and WNBA. We got Quentin Johnston, George Pickens here. And then as far as MLB, the hits allowed for Max Fried. So good luck. Enjoy your weekend. Please like, subscribe, and comment. Appreciate the support, and see you guys in the next one.